Hello, we are Richard and Anna Hurst, your missionaries in Ecuador. And it's so good to be able to come to you today to give an update on our ministry and what's happening on the mission field and actually what's happening on in the whole country of Ecuador. Um, Shortly after Ecuador opened its borders, we started the process of getting our missionary visas to go back to the country. Unfortunately, in a third world country, and obviously mixed with COVID, it seems like it's easier said than done. But we have been attempting to get our visas. Unfortunately, the government still has not come back yet with some of the papers that we need, so we can't seem to get our missionary visa, at least not as of yet. So we're still determined to get back to the mission field, and even if we have to go just as a tourist visa, the typical 90-day stamp that they give you when you enter into the country, we're probably going to do that at least probably for in June if we don't get our paperwork ready, and then we'll just wait there until the paperwork is ready, so that we can simply minister to the people. Now, we still do Zoom meetings pretty much every Wednesday and sometimes on Sundays with the churches, and even more so now, simply because of what has been happening on the mission field of Ecuador. Although it seems like the restrictions are loosening here in the United States, there in Ecuador, they're still struggling quite a bit with COVID. And back at the end of that, last month, I believe it was, end of April, they realized that the death toll per day in our city of Guayaquil, Ecuador, had risen to 30 a day. So they started curfew. And that's usually from 8 o'clock at night until 5 o'clock in the morning. And now 8 o'clock at night is when a lot of people are out in our city anyway, because it's so hot during the day. And they go out and they eat. And so they trying to keep people at home. And after a couple of weeks, the death toll per day had risen to 32. And so they said, now we're going to have to even have more strict measures. And so they decided to make sure everybody stays home on weekends and nobody can leave their house on the weekends except for emergency personnel. So from Friday evening, 8 o'clock, until Monday morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, nobody can leave their house. So everybody's forced to do either Zoom or Facebook Live or whatever the case may to be able to have the services. So even if we were there right now, we couldn't really have services, but we still could minister to the people on the weekdays. And of course, that's where we want to be. And we're excited to be able to do that. So as I said, more than likely in June, we're going to go ahead and try and get there. But the thing is that we don't want to be a burden either. We also saw in the news that there is a waiting list of 400 people waiting to get into the hospitals because the hospitals are over capacity. And we don't want to be a burden to that system. If we do happen to get sick with COVID, we don't want to be two more gringos on that list. So we have decided to stay back, and we're getting our vaccinations, getting our shots. We're scheduled for our second dose this coming weekend. So pray for us that we don't have any side effects. So then after that, I think, as I said, it takes 2 weeks to consider yourself fully vaccinated. So after that, we're going to go ahead and charge the border of Ecuador, and we're hoping to be able to get there and to be able to minister to the people. But we certainly thank you so much for your love and your prayers and your support, and we just ask that you continue to pray for us, but continue to pray for the people of Ecuador. We really want to get there, and we miss them a lot, and we just want to be able to serve the Lord. And thank you for giving to missions. May God bless you. Bye.